There's a lot of things I really love about working in District 102. First and foremost, it's the people. There are amazing educators throughout this district who are really committed to growing students. We have a fabulous administrative team with the same core values and beliefs as far as trying to make it happen for every student every day. The kids are incredible. They come from families that really value education. They come here, they move to Buffalo Grove in large part for our school, our district, which feeds into Stevenson, another amazing district. So we're all really fortunate to be here working in this place, in this community, at this time, it's an amazing time for the district. You are coming into the district with all of this new growth and new families coming in, buildings that have just been renovated. So it's just a really exciting time. This district is just really embracing where we are and working together to move into the future with an eye towards equity. You'll see and hear about our Portrait of a Graduate, which is really exciting. That encompasses everything that we believe about student. Obviously, academics are very important, but we look bigger and broader than that because we believe that the skills we've identified in our Portrait of a Graduate are the skills that students will need to be successful at Stevenson and in life.
I love the diversity at D102. I think that it's just such a strength for our district that we have so many different backgrounds, so many different languages. When the parents come together, it's amazing to see them all interact and the strengths that they bring, and even more so when the kids are together in a classroom learning from one another.
The piece that's hard for people to sort of sell or tell, but that you get when you're here is the familial aspects. This place feels not just like a professional community, it also feels very family oriented. So not just we care about the families and we care about the students who come to us, and what's most valuable to us is their identities and who they are and their cultures and their backgrounds and the diversity. It's the idea too that your peers and your colleagues are also invested in you to those depths and degrees, and equally also that balance of your own family and your work family, and that's prized and that's valued, and that's a rare, you would hope that it's not as rare to come across, but it is actually quite rare to come across in a work culture that's so rooted and anchored and grounded and caring so much about one another. That's what I like best.
What I love most about the district is it's people, people, people. We're all about it. We love working with the people. We're here to serve the staff. We embrace the mission of the district, which you will hear many times over every day, every student, but it drives everything we do, and we all play a very important role in it. You may say, what role would a human resources coordinator play in every day, every student? You're housed at the district office, you're very rarely in the buildings, but I really feel that my role for every day, every student is really for you. You take care of the students, we take care of you. We want to make sure that you have everything you need. You don't have to worry about certain things. Let us worry about it. And we're here to answer all your questions. Just like you're probably going to have a mentor, at least for the first year, if not for 2 years. There's always a support system around for you.
I am going into my 4th different role in the district. It feels like a really collaborative experience. People are very supportive. People get to know each other on a personal basis, and I really feel like I've developed, lasting bonds, friendships, and great colleagues here. So that's what I'm most appreciative of and what I think really makes our district special.
The reason I love D102 are the people here and the family that really D102 makes up.
It is always a sense of family. We always feel like we're part of a big family. And I think part of the reason for that is we are all here to make sure that the kids get the best education possible.
I like the camaraderie, that everybody works together as a whole.
It's the people. I love the people here, and I love working with the staff. D102 has been part of my life for over 20 years.
It's the people. The people care, and they're really good at what they do.
It's really the people. It's the people that work here.
The people are great here.
Oh, I like the people that I work with. It's a great place to work.
I just love the people. I love my job. It's always a challenge, and it's a good challenge.
What I love about D102 is it's a community that really walks its talk. We are committed to the education of the whole child. And when I say we, I mean every person in this organization. As you look at Roger, as he is making sure that our materials get transported across the district, you look at Ellen Ross, our board president, who has been living and breathing a philosophy of educating the whole child for her entire tenure, even before her board membership, which is in excess of 17 years. You look at our superintendent, Dr. Wilcox, who's carried this passion with her around the different districts where she's been. And you look at every teacher in this district, those who've served 35 years, 25 years, and those today who are newly hired, some with previous experience and some who are right out of school. We are committed to the belief that every child is exceptional, every child is a genius, and every child deserves the opportunity to realize their greatness through the conditions that we create.
During the 11 years I've been in the district, it is the genuine belief and commitment that we can do anything for kids. It's a pretty amazing place when you are surrounded by people who love their work, who are committed to each other, and honestly put kids first in all that they do. And we don't lose that commitment or that passion. That seems to just kind of continue year after year. So if you love your job and you love the people you work with, that's quite the blessing, and we're all really lucky to be a part of it.
What I love about working here is the culture. I feel like it's one where people are really respected, where your voice is heard, and where there's a free exchange of ideas, and people are constantly learning and innovating. And I am so happy to come to work every day to be a part of that.
I love working in D102 because I love the support my coworkers give me, and everyone here wants you to succeed.
I think for me, I really am all about growth. So it's growth for everyone. I look at every problem as really more of an opportunity, and I don't think there's anything we can't solve when we get people together and we sit and we talk about it. The 3 words that I use to sort of approach my work and my life are I work hard to be open, flexible, and positive.
Just the trust they have in the employees they have in the district, and the relationships that you're able to build, not just with people in your building, but people across the district. And so knowing the names of people at other buildings and knowing, having connections with people at the district office, I think has been such an essential piece to my growth as an individual, and I think really kind of what makes D102 awesome.
D102 is a great place to do what I do. We have the resources to buy the tools and the systems to support students doing great things, and at the same time we're small enough that the logistics of doing those kinds of things don't get in the way of doing that.
I love my job because it's continuous work, and I need to be doing something all the time.
The thing that kids do best is watch adults. Kids are exceptional at watching adults. And the thing they do second best is mimic and imitate adults. So when the adults are exuding this confidence and are exuding this sort of atmosphere and these relationships, it makes the whole context come to life with all of those unintentional feelings of safety, of willingness, of reframing failure as iteration, and it's okay to be me, right? I don't have to be somebody else. And so as a student in that kind of environment or atmosphere, you see a place for yourself, you see a place for your family's culture and background and values, and you see a place for who you can become. And it's that balance of being able to see myself and see my potential in the same moment that really puts me as a student in that growth flow state where really the things that I can accomplish are just sort of unimaginable. And that has everything to do with culture and context. And in a school, culture and context is shaped by the adults. And our adults are phenomenal, which is why our students are phenomenal. So yes, the stuff that we do, the way that we interact, the way we behave, the values we purport, all give shape and create the conditions for our students to thrive, and with the inordinately high expectations we already have for them, surpass those in ways that we would never even think of them doing. And that's beyond exciting to be a part of that.
We have a new data management tool called ECRA that we've started to use the last couple of years, and so a lot of the work that I'm going to be doing is leading some of the building leaders in understanding the data that we have and understanding kind of how to impact students, which will kind of trickle down to what instruction looks like and how to better inform our instruction throughout the building. So one of the main focuses that we'll spend a lot of time on is is a more of a focus on growth as opposed to like an overall outcome. So less work on student achievement and more work on that student growth model, building that growth mindset throughout the buildings.
70% of our kids at D102 speak another language at home. So in that, just about every teacher in the district has an English learner in their classroom. So I provide professional development opportunities, whether it's through faculty meetings or lunch and learns or after-school workshops for any teachers to come and learn more about how to educate their English learners in their classroom.
As superintendent, I work with stakeholders across the district. So I work with teachers, parents, kids, administrators. I really work hard to get into buildings, so I try to make sure that all my weeks have that built into my schedule. I meet with every principal and assistant principal one-on-one every month, so that alone gets me into the buildings, but I really love to spend time with teachers and staff as well. I write a Friday letter to the full staff every week. I also have lots of opportunities to sit with small groups, whether it's committees, our Teaching and Learning Council, TLC, teams of teachers. So if you'd ever like to get together to talk about your ideas, suggestions, input, I'd love the opportunity to connect with you, again, one-on-one or in a small group. So we have a very dedicated Board of Education that meets twice a month. Those meetings are always available to staff or community, and you've got a board that is really, really committed to teaching and learning. Very supportive of teachers, of staff, and of the administration. Students come first in every decision that this board makes. So another group of adults and volunteers that is very committed and connected to our district is our PTO. They are very active. There are events almost every month. They are always looking to support and raise funds.
In some ways, the most important thing for a new staff member to know is that the other people in my department are more likely to be more useful to them than I will be. We've got a great team. We divide the responsibilities for solving problems and equipping teachers and students with tools, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to take part in what my department does and also work with building leaders and district leaders and teachers directly to help our students do great things.
My job title is Manager of Student Information Systems, which means I work a lot with the software that the students use, getting their accounts ready for them to log into and use programs. Then I work with Power School, so anything kind of data related.
I work with students, parents, and staff to give them access to some of the systems that we use online here at the district.
I assure that the accounting functions of the business office run smoothly. I assist our Assistant Superintendent of Business Services with our fiscal responsibilities, including the preparation of our annual budget, and I oversee our payroll process.
I'm responsible for the District 102 payroll. If you have any questions about your timesheets, you can contact me.
I pay all the invoices for D102. I do all employee reimbursements, all conference reimbursements, and help out with any questions in my learning plan.
So I coordinate the transportation for our students with the bus company for school. If you were to have an accident at work, I could help you with the workman's comp part of it. I also process financial applications for families who might need financial assistance and do residency verification for students who are moving from building to building.
I handle 3 primary systems, the first being frontline absence management, so I work with our substitutes on a daily basis. I also work with time off benefits, so any time off questions you have, you can come to me. And I also work with our benefits.
I provide support to the Human Resources Director.
So my role in the district really is to support all of you as teachers. It's our obligation to ensure that all of our students are happy and successful here at school. So I know you'll work very closely with your building administrators to problem solve and to support all your students in your classroom. My role really is kind of behind the scenes. So as you start to find that you might need support or even ideas, I might appear. I might show up in your classrooms, I might be able to come and visit and talk with you and collaborate with you to help you to get whatever you need for your kids.
I will be over at Meridian for most of my time this year with the new early childhood building, and I'm very excited to be a part of this transition process and to support the team next year and all of the amazing growth that we will be doing as a staff and with our students.
I handle all the administrative responsibilities for the Student Services Department. Part of my job is to ensure that every special education student has the best experience possible and that their parents are supported in any way.
I work for Dr. Hudson, the Assistant Superintendent of Learning and Growth, and Patrick Hoover, the Director of Learning and Growth. And I also support Betsy Sostek. She's our English Learners Coordinator.
I'm Dr. Wilcox's assistant. I work here in the DO. I'm also the board secretary, which means I prepare all the materials for the board meeting, agendas, get the room ready, and I take the minutes. So we'd love to see everybody at a board meeting.
I share district news stories by taking photos, writing stories, shooting videos, and posting them on the website, sharing them in our newsletters, on social media, Twitter or Facebook, and with the newspapers, online or in print.
So as the Director of Facilities, I'm responsible for the day-to-day operations regarding maintenance, janitorial throughout the district. Currently I'm working with the architects and engineers on a daily basis at all 4 schools. We're under construction. We're looking forward to completing those in time for you to get into your new classroom or office, no matter where that's going to be in the district. I will probably be speaking to you through email, hopefully through our work ticket system. If it's a 911, feel free to give us a call. We do love talking to a live person other than just getting a work ticket.
I deliver whatever needs to be moved in the district.
I take care of all the heating, cooling, and air quality for the district. I do electrical, plumbing repairs, I issue the key fobs.
Do you order any packages? They are delivered to me. I check them in, make sure that they're correct, and send them on their proper way.
Watching the kids grow and just, I think, having a connection with the families is something that I really cherish.
I think everybody has a passion for being here. Everyone has a passion to help the students. And I think that's why we're successful and we're a great school district.
I like the people I work with, and I generally enjoy my job. It's fun to work here.
Oh, it's a great place to work. Everybody's very cheerful and understanding.
What I want to leave you with today is just know that Human Resources is really the department that's here for you. We're always open. The door is always open. If I'm not here, Leah's here. If Leah's not here, Amy's here.
And stop by my desk. I've got free candy.
And welcome to District 102. It's a great place to be, and I'm so happy I landed here myself a year ago. So as a newbie, welcome aboard.